We are back with some more train sim classic. Today is another request. This video has come from Lucosa, and it was based off his last video. He did the Class 37 and he went on the entire length of the Wessex Main Line. And he has asked me to do the same, both on my channel and in the content of his video. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. However, he did say exactly the same, but because he's done that, I'm going to do the same line, but I'm just going to do it in reverse order. So we've got the Class 37 in BR Blue with mixed freight long. But we're going to be starting at Bournemouth and going to Salisbury via Chandlers Ford. Usual 10 o'clock in the morning on a clear summer day. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's get this underway. Alright, so here we are at Bournemouth. Okay, we have got a long mixed we've got all sorts of things there. Yeah, we've got quite a lot on here. I mean, they're all empty, but they always are unless we can specify custom attributes in a custom scenario. But yeah, hold on, let's see if we can have a look at the back of it. Yeah, that's pretty long. I mean, it's not the longest, but it's long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are about 15 different wagons on the back of that. Okay, so let's get this thing up and running. Okay, so I don't think there's any key. I haven't driven this really. So direction, that's right, okay, so control for the brakes, locomotive only, and that's we've got 2 lots of brakes, have we? Oh, I don't know what the keys are for that. Well, let's see how we get on with just locomotive brakes for now. So let's set the reverser into forward. Okay, is there an AWS? Doesn't appear to be. I've just reset it. See there? I don't know. We have to turn it on. That's the control. Start stop of the wipers. I mean, if there isn't, then I'm okay with that. That's the horn. Right. Yeah, by the looks of it, we don't have it. Right. Okay. So we're at 25 zone, and then we'll be going to 45. So let's see how we get on with this and our braking. So braking is separate. So let's stop rollback. We'll give it a little bit of throttle as we come off the brakes. Then when we start moving, we'll give it a bit more. There we go. So the brakes have... There we go. We are moving. So 25, going through a small tunnel, then 45, then 60. So obviously, as we're doing a freight run, we will not be stopping anywhere. Got a feeling I'm going to have to reduce the throttle just for a few seconds as we get the whole train over, and now we're in a 45. Does sound like it's changing gear, doesn't it? I don't know if it's got a like an automatic gearbox on it. I'm not sure. I don't really know enough about the train, but it's nice. It's a nice sound, isn't it? Right, so we are now in a 60, so we'll keep the throttle. I can't remember what the max speed of this is. Was it about 80? I can't remember now. Let's see if it tells us up the top or on the wall. Of course it doesn't. But it doesn't matter either way. Right, what are we coming up to next? Pokemon Pokers down. Pokes down. Pokemon. Right, 70 in just a second. So I'm just going to check these brakes are... That's right, all stock on the train. So if I move that... Ah, right. There we go. That's the loco brakes. Where was the loco brake? There we go. Make sure that's off. So we'll just use that all brakes one for now. Right, so we're still in a 70. As we go through here. We have got a 60 coming up. Obviously I've got to enable the AWS somehow, which I haven't worked out how to do. We'll see how... Be a good test of the brakes. So how long will it take us to lose about 22 miles per hour? Oh, I'm speeding. I don't believe it. Right, okay, well we've got to lose about 13 miles an hour, so let's see how good these brakes are. I'm still just getting used to this. Oh, I forgot, it takes ages for them to discharge, doesn't it? So I need to come off the brakes a lot quicker. Right, we'll be 70, 75 and 90 in a minute, so this isn't going to be too much of an issue. So yeah, one speeding. As we go through Christchurch. Okay, right. We're now in the 70. Yeah, it's very growly, the engine. It's like an old articulated lorry. Right, and now we're being 90. We probably can't hit 90. I mean, I watched Lucosa's video a few days ago and I've forgotten what the max speed he got to was on it. But we haven't had any AWS, even though there's a reset, so there's got to be somewhere to turn the thing on. Let's have another look. That's our headlights. Put them on. I like having them on even during the day. That's the motorbike rider in me. So we're only at 67, so I can take my attention off that for a minute. Nothing in here. So yeah, how do we turn the AWS on? It's over here. No. Oh, max speed 80. There we go. Okay, no speed changes, so I don't know what I've done as far as the AWS is concerned. Okay, well, so they're in a really obvious place that I've missed, or it just doesn't feature on this train. Right, we're heading uphill now, and we're going full throttle. So let us do our trackside. A lot of wagons. And we've got a class 444 going the other way. Or 444, 444, however you want to say it. This ain't producing a lot of fumes. I can see a little bit there, but New Milton. So yeah, we're going right through the New Forest. It is one of the nicer parts of the country. Mostly farmyards, fields. It does have a coastal area. And there's lots of wild horses all around the place. You've got to watch out for when you're driving down the country lanes, as they're free to just roam about and do what they want. Yeah, I've been there on multiple occasions, having lived about half hour away for most of my life. God, man, it was just the aspect of a suicide jumper, didn't it? On the bridge and then hurling yourself off it. Oh, I'm cheerful today, aren't I? Right. Right, we're nearly at 80. It's on a perfectly flat gradient here. Now 1 in 336 going uphill. We're 85. I'm not concerned about that at all. It's only for a short distance. And then it's back to 90 as we go through Sway. I don't think we're going to quite get to 95 in the next mile. Well, 85, sorry. But you never know, we could do, and I'll just coast along for about a 1/5 of a mile. So we're knocking on the door of 82 miles an hour here, as the gradient suddenly goes flat. I don't think we're going to have to ease off the full throttle. Yeah. No problem at all. We're not going to be speeding. Same as my last couple of videos, the speeding things. I always get at the beginning as I'm sussing out the train. That's going through Sway at full pelt. It's quite a big platform, that. There we go. Let's whistle to the 450. Right, we've got a 70 coming up. So we're going to lose 16 miles an hour. We did get over 85 eventually, look. And then Brockenhurst is we are approaching. Right, so we're going to this. We should be able to lose 16 miles an hour in under half a mile. I mean, you would have thought so. I've actually lost a little bit of speed there. Right, we will give it some brakes. We are increasing slightly. Sort of downhill there. So controlled braking all the way, at least until we get past this 80. Right, now we can bang the throttle up to full as we lurch through Brockenhurst. Another 444. Again, his lights came on just as he approached us. There we go. Right, we're in the 90. Okay, next station we'll go through. If there's passengers on, we'll give them the fright of their lives by giving them a horn blast just as we approach them, because they won't be expecting that. Well, you don't look like we got one for a while. Yes, I know it's very unprofessional of me to do that, but come on. I'm doing a freight run. I don't get to meet these people, so the next best thing is make them jump in the air and shit themselves. Right, oh, 80 coming up. So we'll see. We'll just see if we can coast to 80 once we get near it. Oh, we've got a whistle there as well. I hope it's not too near a station, otherwise it will ruin the surprise. Oh, we're not in 80 for very long anyway. Less than a mile. Right, so we'll be coasting in a second. There's our whistle. Still losing quite a bit of speed here. Well, on a bit of a gradient, I suppose. Well, we're about to hit 90 anyway. So we go through Bewley, stop off and look at the old classic motor cars. But we won't, because we don't stop, because we're freight and we're empty and we've got fuck all to pick up from there. We can still make some people jump out of their skins though. Let's see how busy it is there. Oh, you're shitting me. There's no cunt on there, is there? Hey! But she dropped her bag of chips and fright. Right, we got a genuine whistle stop, I was about to say. There's a whistle coming up in just under a mile, and then we're back down to 80. Got to lose a whole 2 miles an hour. We'll probably be near a 4 by the time we get there. Ashurst, yeah. And then we'll be heading into the murky depths of Southampton. Well, we haven't got to maintain this for long. As soon as we get out of the Ashurst platform, then we're back to 90 anyway. So that's about 63% we have just to maintain speed. And we'll increase it slightly. We've got there a class 450. Right, back up to 90 for a little bit and then 75. Well, we start seeing some signs of suburbia soon. Tottenham, yeah, and there it is. No, it's not the nicest area in the world, Tottenham. The nicest town, apparently. Can't remember if I've even been there, but... Right, so down to 75, then down to 60, then down to 55. Right, we are slowing down. Then 50, Christ almighty. Oh, it works, blimey. And we're back up to 65. Right, here we go through Totton. We can idle through here as we go down to 55. And then down to 50. These brakes aren't bad, actually, these combined brakes. There we go. Hello, mate. He's smug because he can do 90 at least. Okay, right, up to 65 for a little bit, and then at 60 as we go to Millbrook Junction. I'm feeling we won't get quite up to 60, but you never know. I've been wrong before. Well, I've been wrong pretty much every guess I've made, actually. And then there's Southampton. We're down to 40 there. The slowest we've been for a while. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. That's, oh, it is 60, yeah. Right, we seem to be maintaining our momentum. Slightly increasing. I don't mind having a little bit of a decrease now as we go through Millbrook. So we've got to lose 20 miles an hour. We don't need a lot of space to do that. These brakes are pretty good. That is Southampton Central. And luckily for us, we don't have to stop there. Oh, Christ, then we got a tunnel and then we're right down to 25. Right, so it's a longish tunnel here. $25, then $30, then $85. Well, these headlights are really good, aren't they? That I turned on. Like the world, they certainly don't. Oh, on 5% throttle, 2%. As we go through this yard. Then we're 85 for a little bit. And then St Denny's is the next station we're going to go through. We've got a slight drop to 55, so there's obviously some points or a bit of a sharp old turn there. Right, let's get up to sort of close to 55. We're now in the rural part of this part of Hampshire. Well, we will be very soon. We're right in the city still. Well, there's still a lot of green. Belvoir Park. Alright, so we're going to go through the 55, just make sure I don't do what I did right at the start and accelerate off before I actually get my whole train out of the speed limit zone. Cool, FPS went a bit there, very unusual for this computer. Right, through St Denny's, and we're now into 85. Yeah. We only just got to 50, so we had plenty of room there. So down to 75 just as we go through Swaithling, and then 90. I've got a feeling we won't have to mess around much with our speed. The acceleration of this ain't bad considering what it's hauling, but I've driven faster accelerators, and that's it, that is. Well, that must be Southampton Airport Parkway up the head. Right, so we're just about to get into the 75 area as we are doing 63.5 or 64 now, so I'm not worried. Ugh, down to 40. I wanted a beeper before acknowledging the AWS. Do we actually see any planes coming in and out when we go through here? Right, we're going to lose 30 miles an hour. Let's just coast through the airport station. I've flown out of Southampton and Bournemouth airports. Bournemouth is bloody windy. takeoff was very shaky. Cool, I think we're just going to make this. Yeah, and I didn't come off the brakes soon enough. Forgot it takes a while. Oh, Eastleigh, we're at 20, then 30. So Eastleigh is where the Class 205 used to run to back when I was at school in the late 80s. It used to run from Portsmouth Harbour to Eastleigh. Didn't go to Southampton. The only train that went to Southampton was the Cardiff train. Yeah, there's no point accelerating through Eastleigh. Eastleigh's got a big depot in it, a bit like Fratton that we've seen on a few occasions. Right, let's come off the brakes a bit earlier this time. There we go. Yeah, oh yeah, we got this bend as we go round to on our way to Salisbury. That is why we are going so slow. We will be in at 30 as we go through these points. Okay, let's give it a bit more gas so we get to 30. I'm going to hold it for long because we will be going up to 60. And hopefully it should be fairly quick all the way back. Or all the way up to Salisbury. Okay, entering the 60 zone. Now we can give it some shit on the throttle. Little tunnels up ahead. Or might even just be bridges actually. So we have 22.9 miles to go. Alright, Chandlers Ford coming up. Doesn't appear to be any drop in the speed limit around that station. I don't know what those orange things are in the track. Anyone knows? Answers on a postcard. Okay, right, we're approaching 60. I don't want to do an external view because knowing my luck, I'll speed. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh, okay, that was a bit underwhelming, wasn't it? Right, we're uphill a little bit here. So we'll try and maintain our speed. Yeah, they look like chevrons on the track, orange chevrons. Or is it supposed to be a sort of rusty bar going across? No idea. Right, let's fix our camera view so we can have a good old look at this. Going through the countryside. Look at that, marvellous, marvellous classic locomotive. Okay, well, I'm on a single track. So I don't know if there's another track over there or it is a single track. I'm sure we'll find out soon. If it is, there can't be many trains that go up and down here. Oh, there we go, we're getting close to the speed limit there. There we go. Even 1% throttle we increase speed because we're on a downhill trajectory. There we go. Once again, Isaac Newton is controlling our speed. Now, what's this coming up? 40, then a 60. Have we got a sharp turn or we got points? There we go, Romsey. Briefly, then 50 as we approach Romsey Station. We get down to 40, there's no point accelerating to 60. We won't get much over 50 by the time we get to the 50 limit, so we might as well just accelerate to 50, see if we can get anywhere near it. Oh, the old level crossing. Still on one track. Let's see if it's still the same when we go to Romsey. That means it'll have one platform, right? Oh right, yeah, it does go to 2 tracks. It splits. And those points are the reason we are at 40. Right, so we are now in the 60 mile an hour zone now. So let's head for 50. There we go, as we trundle through at 50 miles an hour, approximately. Right, so it doesn't look like we've got any speed change or speed increase. Ah, there we do. Oh well, I'm at 85. That wasn't shown on the HUD. Okay, right. Let's give it some. Wasn't shown on the it wasn't shown on the HUD. Unless I missed it when I was doing that external view. Never mind. Right, so we'll aim for 80. I don't think there's any point in us even attempting 85, considering we've got a mile to get to 80. I might do a scenario for this, custom scenario. But I'll do it so you do actually have to load yourself up with freight. So I'll have to be on this route, be a depot to a depot. And then unload the freight. So then you'll see and have to drive it fully laden. Right, we're now in the 80 zone. We're doing 66. Motty's Font and Dunbridge. I've never heard of that. Never ever heard of it. Backwater place. And we got a whistle just as we're shooting out of the station. But we do have a speed limit increase to 85. Okay, level crossing. Right, we're now in the 85. I'll whistle to me mate there. And I'll give it another whistle as we leave the station. Might do it slightly too early if there's a passenger on the platform. Because fuck everybody. Oh yes. There you go, I'll keep it going. God, I don't know why I keep getting these FPS dips. They only seem to last for a second. Maybe it's very high level of detail on this route. This is an interesting angle. Can't say I've seen this before. In the gutter. Yeah, in a ditch or something. Best place for me, some would say. Oh, we're going parallel to the road there. I've no idea what road it is. Right, Dean. Never heard of him. But we're now just over 10.5 miles from our final destination. We go through that level crossing. So this faster than light speed, that should go pretty quick. Not that I'm complaining. So having driven the 205, that really is a slow old rust bucket. Am I going to get the opportunity to ease off the throttle though anytime soon? We're starting to go uphill, but we're still heading towards 85. What have we got coming up there? Can't really tell at the moment. Loco with a hell of a lot more freight than me, the fucker. I've got so many new ones now, I can't even identify them yet. '83. East Grimstead. Sounds like a place near Oxted in Surrey. That's East Grinstead, which is a junction station. Oh, we might have to ease off the throttle soon. Very nice countryside. Oh, I can smell the cow shit from the muck spreading. Mind you, that's late spring, isn't it? And fertilise the fields. So yeah, we're in the middle of summer, so should be. I can smell the remnants of the wildfires caused by campers who don't know how to use a fucking barbecue. Right, I've slowed down a bit because we are at 85. And we're losing a bit of speed now, so let's get it up to 79%. See if that holds our speed. There doesn't seem to be any sense of us having to reduce our speed. I think we're Salisbury is probably the next station. But since when have my predictions ever come true? Don't ever ask me for the lottery numbers. Right, we'll give it 81%, see that creeps back up. Oh, it is trying to. Look. But we'll reduce in a minute because we're almost at the top of the hill and then we'll be heading down. So we might have to do a bit of braking. Stop Isaac Newton from causing us to speed. Okay, I think we're about to head down now, yeah. $35 very briefly, and then 85. I'm giving it quite a lot of brakes here. I've got a feeling I'm not going to slow down enough. I think I overestimated the braking on this. It's a 97. Yeah. I'm going to get a speeding. Yeah, overestimated the braking. My own fault. No one else to blame. Although we are going up to 85, but we're at 30 in half a mile. So I'll give it some. Ain't even worth my time, is it? Accelerating anymore. Then down to 20. Then 50, and then 40. Interesting. Must be winding round all over the place. Until we get through this tunnel, or through the entrance. Right, so let's get ourselves up to 40. No point going to 50. No point whatsoever. And there we are, Salisbury platform 4. A single yellow. So our aim is to get as much of the train on the platform, because that's obviously where freight gets unloaded. Or loaded in this case, because we're empty. Is there a depot yard area here? Not that I can see. And it looks like very staggered platforms. Yeah, there's old car parks there. And there is our red light. Well, we've pretty much got the whole of the train on the platform. So we will brake here. There we go. Put the brakes in full service. And we're here. We're done. So let's just wait for that to finish the ending process, and then we'll have a quick look at our performance. So there was at least 2 speedings, or they may have gone into multiple speedings. Oh no, it's not like we do that. Yeah, speeding twice. Yeah, one right at the start, and then one there where I just didn't allow enough time to brake. Right, well, here we go. So that was this request video done. Very nice route. The loco is great to drive. It's not the best at acceleration, but then what do you expect when it's dragging a shit ton of freight wagons? Right, okay. So we will wrap things up there, and we will see you on the next one.